Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to look at how to use Quantiply's signal feature specifically with the Pinescript type signal. That is, the Pinescript type signal can be used if you have a custom coded strategy written in Pinescript that will run from TradingView and send out signals to Quantiply. So let's look at an example. I have a very simple moving average crossover strategy coded in Pinescript. I'm going to copy the Pinescript code. I'm going to go to TradingView and I'm going to click on the Pine editor to paste the strategy code. Once I've pasted the strategy code into the Pine editor, I'm going to add this strategy to the chart. Once the strategy is added, you will see your buy and sell signals. Let's quickly understand what is happening in this strategy. The blue line is the fast moving average and the red line is the slow moving average. So when the fast moving average crosses under the slow moving average, the strategy will generate a sell signal. And when the fast moving average crosses over the slow moving average, a buy signal will be generated by the strategy. Now we want to automate this using the signals feature on Quantiply. When the buy signal comes, you want to go long, and when the sell signal comes, you want to go short. At the same time, when the buy signal comes, other than going long, you also want to square off the short position. And when the sell signal comes, you want to enter the sell position and also square off any long position that is open. Before moving on to the next step, let's have a quick look at the strategy code. You can see the entry and exit blocks over here. So when a long condition is triggered or a short condition is triggered, the strategy dot entry functions of TradingView will trigger an entry signal, and the strategy dot close functions of TradingView will trigger an exit. Hence, it is important that you have the strategy.close and strategy.entry functions coded into your strategy. And in the next steps, we will look at how this is going to be used and configured. Now, let's move to Quantiply and first configure two algos. The first algo will enter when the long signal comes. So I'm going to add a leg. A buy call is configured. So when a long signal comes, it will buy an OTM 15 call. I will not be adding a target or a stop loss because I want the exits to happen based on the signals. I will keep the start time 9:15 and I will save the algo. While saving the algo, you have to save it to the day you want to run that particular strategy on. So today is Monday, so I've selected Monday. I will select the client ID broker I want to run this strategy on, and this setting is very important. I have to select the algo type as signal and click save. Similarly, I'm going to create another algo. So when a short signal comes, this particular algo will buy a put. Again, I will not set any target or stop loss because I want the exit to happen based on the signals. I will leave the start time to 9:15 and then just save. Again, do not forget to save the type as signal. Select the day you want to run this strategy on and select your client ID broker and click save. Now we have two algos configured. When the long signal comes, this particular algo will get activated and it will buy the call that we have configured. And when a short signal comes, this algo will get activated and it will buy the put that we have configured inside the algo. Also, when a long signal comes, we want the short algo to be squared off, or the positions inside the short algo to be squared off. Similarly, if a short signal comes, we also want the long algo or the long position inside this algo to be squared off. Now let's go to the signals page and create a new signal. We are going to select the Pinescript strategy type signal because that will be our signal source. You can give a random name and you will select an expiry date for this signal. This could be any date that you wish. So on this configured date, this signal will automatically stop listening or will go into a pause state. Click on save and add alerts. Now you will create two separate alerts inside this signal group. One alert will be linked to the long buy CE algo and the other alert will be linked to the short buy PE algo. So click on add alert. I'm going to name this long buy CE. Set the maximum number of entry signals setting. This particular setting will limit the number of entries that can happen in a particular day. So if I set it to 5, means only 5 entry signals will be considered and only 5 entries will get triggered. Click on save and continue. Now on the next screen, you will link this long buy CE alert to the long buy CE algo. Click on save settings and continue. On this page, you will see the entry alert code and the exit alert code. These have to be copied and pasted in your strategy code on TradingView. On the right hand side, you can see in this image gives a reference of where the entry codes have to be copied and where the exit codes have to be copied. So the entry code has to be copied inside the strategy.entry function. Similarly, the exit code has to be copied inside and pasted inside the strategy.exit function. Yeah, so let's copy the entry code, go to TradingView and try to find the long condition entry code block. So this is the long condition entry block. So inside the strategy.entry function, you can paste it at the end of the code. Similarly, copy the exit code, find the exit function. In this case will be when a short condition is triggered, you will want to exit your long entry. So you copy it under strategy.close under the short condition and paste the code at the end of the line inside the bracket. Then go back to Quantiply, click on continue to the next step. In this step, you can see the JSON code. We can ignore it for now. Just click on continue to the next step. Ignore the webhook URL as well. Just click on save alert. So we have one alert configured. This alert will trigger the long buy CE algo when a long condition or a long signal comes from TradingView. Okay. Similarly, create another alert. This alert will trigger the short algo when a short entry condition or the short signal comes from TradingView. So I'm going to name this alert short buy PE. Set the maximum number of entry signals setting. You can set it to any number that you like. Click on save and continue. So on this page now you will link this short buy PE alert to the short buy PE algo. So when a short signal comes, this alert will trigger the short buy PE algo. Click on save settings and continue. On this page you can see the entry alert code and the exit alert code. Copy the entry alert code, go back to TradingView, and now let's find the short condition or the short entry signal and the strategy.entry function for that short signal. So inside the strategy.entry function, inside the bracket, copy paste your short entry alert code. Go back to Quantiply and copy the exit alert code. Go back to TradingView and find the long condition that will trigger an exit in the short algo. So under strategy.close in the brackets, paste your exit alert code for the short by PE alert. So now you can see that when a long condition is triggered, it will trigger an entry in the long by CE algo, and at the same time it will also trigger an exit in the short by P algo. And when a short condition or a short signal is triggered, it will enter the buy PE algo and it will also exit the buy CE algo. So once you have pasted the entry and exit alert codes correctly into your strategy, click on update on chart. Please note that this step is extremely important because you have made a change to the strategy code. So every time you make a change to the strategy code, you have to remember to click on update on chart, and you can also save the script. So the next step is to now configure an alert inside of TradingView. This alert will send out the signals to Quantiply. So click on alert. Under conditions, you have to select the strategy that you are generating signals from. So here I am selecting simple EMA sample. Keep the interval same as charts. I've kept it 30 seconds so that we can get very frequent entry and exit signals. Go to the message tab, give an alert name. Now go back to Quantiply, click on the signal that we had created. Now under the alerts, you will also find the JSON code. Click on the JSON code, copy the JSON code, go back to TradingView, and under the message section, paste the JSON code. Then click on the notifications tab and go back to Quantiply, click on the webhook URL tab and copy the webhook URL and paste it under the notification section under webhook URL and click on create. Note that the JSON code and the webhook URL will be the same for both the alerts, and we are going to be creating only one single alert on TradingView, as only one single alert is required for this type of Pinescript strategy. Now once you have created the alert, click on this clock icon on TradingView on the right hand side. You will see the alert that you've just created. And now TradingView is ready to send out the entry and exit signals to Quantiply. Go back to Quantiply and from this page and go to the linked algos and enable the algos which are linked to these alerts. Once these algos are enabled, they are ready to take positions. Click on back, come to the main signals page, and this is the signal that we have just created for this moving average strategy. Click on enable. As soon as you click on enable, the simple MA sample signal will start listening to TradingView for entry and exit signals. So click on enable. You will see the status would have changed to listening. It means that the simple MA sample signal is now listening for entry and exit signals coming from your Pinescript strategy. If you click on the log tab, you will be able to see entry and exit signals generated. Now this completes your entire signal setup and linking to the algos process. Now we shall just wait for signals to trigger the algos. On TradingView, you can go to the logs tab and see the signals that get generated. This is one way to check if the signals are being generated correctly or not. So let's wait for the long or short signals to get generated. On the right hand side, I have Quantiply open with the long and short algos running. And on the left hand side, I have the TradingView alerts tab open. As you can see, a buy signal was just triggered and the position is taken in the long buy CE algo. Now let's wait for a short signal to come. The short signal will square off the long buy CE algo and it will take positions in the short buy PE algo, as that is how the strategy logic is coded. Over here in the alert logs tab, you can see that the long buy entry signal has come and at the same time the short exit signal has come. So now few minutes later, you can see a short signal was generated by the strategy and it has triggered the short an entry in the short buy PE algo. At the same time, it has triggered an exit in the long buy CE algo. So both of these algos will remain in trade active even if an exit has happened inside an algo. This is so that multiple entries and exits can happen in the same algo. In the TradingView log section, you can see an entry signal was triggered in the short buy PE algo and an exit signal was triggered in the long buy CE algo. So this is how the Pinescript type strategy signal can be configured and used on Quantiply. If you have any queries regarding signal configurations or TradingView script configurations or settings, please get in touch with Quantiply customer support. You can also head over to our documentation section where you'll find important information and pointers on the signals feature along with the setup guide and steps to configure signals for Pinescript strategy type or indicators or custom scripts. Goodbye for now and thanks for watching.